Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Set.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
7-yard gain. And the Broncos 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Nix to the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley, inside handoff. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
Back at the 36-yard line.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's got room. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
15 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Great.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Nix. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Here we go again.
$13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Now it's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, 64 yards. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Eagles 13, Broncos 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Great, set. I know you want it.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Great, set.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll try to pick it up, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, fans of old-school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old-school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring, but pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll set up to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Broncos 14. To kick off for the Broncos.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And how about that for just running out the clock? And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Hurts picked by his old teammate at Oklahoma, Nick Benito. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver.
Almost set. Ready.
Throwing Nix.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. 180. Return.
To throw is Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Nix once more.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2.
One more time with Dobbins.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Adam Troutman
From 4 yards out.
and the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead.
21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
They'll go to Barkley again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Now, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw, here's Nix.
Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
We're good.
Cooper to Gene on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It's now 3rd.
They'll go play action with Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, 29 yards.
And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it.
Nick's going to keep it.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
There he goes right side.
Saquon Barkley.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Nix. His pass caught at the 4. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Broncos 35, Eagles 33.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Will Shipley on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hurts.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Oh, my goodness! They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Nick's going to keep this himself. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't go.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, here's Nix.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will...
Now it's Nix.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles can cover first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive